Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Leatherneck Insider. I'm Nathaniel Rogers.
And I'm Ben Walmsley. We'll start with our TSSR Game Time Live Athlete of the Week. Leatherneck Insider reporter Patrick Cummings spoke to this week's winner.
Hello everyone, welcome into our TSSR Game Time Live Athlete of the Week. I'm joined here by Lily Wolves. I'm Patrick Cummings. Lily, you won Athlete of the Week. What does that mean to you?
It's really exciting. All my team is really excited for me, so yeah, I'm just happy to be here.
All right, now what are your thoughts heading into the Tennessee State Series this upcoming weekend?
We're really excited. It's a really great opportunity to go out there and play some great softball, so just excited to see what the weekend holds.
All right, now what inspired you to get into softball?
I have an older sister, and she played softball before me, so I just followed in her footsteps.
All right. As Lily Wolves, this is Patrick Cummings, reporting from Leatherneck Insider.
Thanks, Patrick, and congratulations to Lily Wolves for being this week's winner.
After a historic season for the Westerns Illinois women's basketball team, head coach Jada Gravina signed an extension. Leatherneck Insider reporter Glenn Novak has more.
After reaching March Madness, head coach J.D. Gravina and Western Illinois have reached an agreement on a contract extension. J.D. could not contain his excitement.
Yeah, I think it's huge. It's huge for me personally and my family just to kind of know that we're going to be here a little bit longer. And I think it's really big for our program because what it allows you to do is make good long-term decisions for the overall health of the program instead of feeling kind of that desperation to win every single year. And make decisions that are more for the short term. So especially in a year like this where we're just coming off such a good year and have so many kids graduating, I think it allows us to kind of mentally regroup and focus on the long-term future. And then it's huge for recruiting. To tell a recruit that you've got a 4-year contract and let them know that you're probably going to be here for the duration of their time as a student, I think is really big.
JD reflects on how he enjoys the small but strong Macomb community.
That was absolutely the reason. Really, when I looked at it, a lot of it was about family life and personal life, the community, and having kids, I think just really changes things. So, I did have some opportunities after the season, but when I really looked at it and what my life is here and the people that are in the Macomb community and that are women's basketball fans and the people in this department, I realized that that's kind of what I wanted in my life. And so that was a big part of making that choice to commit even longer than, the 15 years that I've been here.
I'm Glenn Novak. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Glenn. We look forward to what head coach J.D. Gravina can do in the upcoming seasons.
This past weekend, the Western Illinois women's tennis team secured the 5th seed in the OVC tournament. Our Leatherneck Insider reporter Jane Castillo caught up with head coach Luke Ogren ahead of the tournament.
Excitement for the Leathernecks as the WIU women's tennis team travels to St. Louis, Missouri for the 2026 OVC tournament. I got the opportunity to catch up with head coach Luke Ogren.
Yeah, I think more than anything, we've seen that we are capable of beating any team in this conference. SIU has been really tough all year. They're 14-2 over the course of the year, so they're obviously a tough opponent, but you could see we really got things kind of coming together later in the season, so I'm excited to see us kind of getting an opportunity to get one back against the teams that we did lose to in the regular season.
Ogren talks about how he wants to gain momentum in doubles after recent struggles.
Yeah, doubles has been a huge factor for us kind of throughout this season, kind of with different people in and out throughout the year. We've still found ways to win doubles a lot. It was tough to lose it against SIUE since that's been kind of a trend, but I think with what we've been doing and knowing how well we've executed in doubles, I think we can get off to a good start in the tournament and use that throughout.
WIU head coach reflects on the struggles against SIUE and how he's planning on getting them into the right mindset this week.
Yeah, that was, their first loss in a really long time. So I think we kind of look at that as more of a fluke of, okay, that wasn't your best match. Now we get back on track to where we were in the past and try to continue that trend that we had going on before.
I'm Jane Castillo reporting for Leatherneck Insider. Good luck, women's tennis.
Thanks, Jane. Make sure to go over to goleatherneck.com for results from the OVC tournament.
When we come back, we'll talk about soccer and softball here on Leatherneck Insider.
story began with a spark that started on the prairies of Western Illinois. From a bell tower which stood as a new beacon of knowledge for all to see, to the cranes that swing over campus today, advancing our vision to inspire, educate, and lead. That spark ignited a legacy of students using their talents and perseverance to make the world a better place in ways big and small. In this 125th year, we celebrate the remarkable journey of Western Illinois University, a milestone marked by dedication, boundless ambition, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. We have pushed the envelope far beyond what our founders could have imagined. We have broken new ground, set records, and made discoveries. Whatever challenges we have faced over the years, we grow stronger from them and evolve. We remain devoted to our fighting Leatherneck spirit, the spirit of the underdog that fuels creativity, generosity, and determination. Leathernecks can be found in communities across the state, the country, and the world, doing their part to be a positive force wherever they go. Today, in Macomb and the Quad Cities, students from all walks of life meet to share ideas and aspirations. Our students bring new perspectives and aim to be part of something bigger than themselves. The Leatherneck legacy lives inside these walls and in all of us. Together, we are marching on.
Welcome back. Last week, WIU softball player Peyton Brown won OVC Player of the Week. Leatherneck Insider reporter Patrick Cummings has more.
Recently, WIU softball infielder Peyton Brown won OVC Player of the Week after a phenomenal performance against Tennessee Tech, where she had 7 RBIs and 3 home runs. Brown reflects on this accomplishment.
It means everything, and it wouldn't be possible without my team and the preparation that we put in for the week before, and having those great wins, pulling out wins over a great team like Tennessee Tech, and being able to take home those honors really meant a lot.
In Game 1 of the 3-game series against Tennessee Tech, the Leathernecks were down 6-4 in the bottom of the 6th inning, and Brown hammered one to left field to give the Leathernecks the lead and eventually the win.
Obviously, you're coming into that situation knowing that you have the possibility to kind of get that go-ahead home run, but obviously in that moment, just trying to kind of move the base runners, get them around, find a way to score them. So obviously I was trying to just hit a ball hard, find a gap, and kind of hope and pray that was able to bring them around and, pass the bat to the next person in the lineup. But, went down with 2 strikes and kind of went into protect mode, and luckily caught that inside pitch a little bit early and turned on it and was able to score them both.
Brown then gives her thought on the upcoming series against Tennessee State.
Just preparing really heavily, preparing to play hard, hit balls hard, come in and play some strong defense, and make sure that we take care of business to pull out some wins.
Reporting from Leatherneck Insider, I'm Patrick Cummings.
Thanks, Patrick, and good luck to the Leathernecks as they hit the road to begin a 3-game series today against Tennessee State.
The WIU men's soccer team has played 3 spring games so far. My partner, Nathaniel Rogers, had the opportunity to speak with new head coach Colton Johnson about the season and how he's adjusted to being the head coach.
Colton Johnson is the new head coach of the men's soccer team, taking over for his father, Eric Johnson. I first had to ask him what he learned from his father and what he's going to change.
Yeah, obviously him being here for 29 seasons and growing up in Macomb and being around the program and watching him on a day-to-day basis, you naturally pick up on things and, just try to take all the good things and all the positives and maybe forget some of those things as well. But no, it's a pretty cool situation.
I then asked how he's adjusting from being an assistant to head coach.
Still probably getting used to, sitting in this desk and sat in that couch on that side and in the chair as a kid and then as a player here as well. So sitting on this side of the desk it's going to take some time to get used to.
I was curious how being called Coach Johnson feels now.
I've been coaching ever since I got done playing, and I've been called a lot of different things, and sometimes it's just as simple as Coach Coton or Coton. But yeah, hearing Coach Johnson it's funny because he'll still be around the team and the program, and or even walking up and down the hall, and someone will say Coach Johnson. Both of us will turn and look, and we'll fight to see who can answer first. And he's always been a lot louder than me, so I usually get the first word in. But yeah, it's rewarding. It's very cool.
He then talked about filling his father's shoes.
Just gonna try to fill those shoes, and which is big shoes to fill, and do my best to bring some pride and keep that tradition of what Western Illinois men's soccer means to our family, and also just all the alumni.
I then asked how the spring season was going so far.
It's a good time to just sit back and evaluate without a ton of pressure. Obviously, we put the pressure on ourselves to win those games in the spring, but that's not the most important thing. You're kind of keeping your eyes on the fall. So maybe it's a trial and error time where you can try some things that maybe haven't been done in the past. And but so far this spring, we've played 3 games. We have 2 games left, and I'm very pleased with where the group is right now.
In our conversation, he mentioned the alumni coming down to play next Saturday. I had to ask him who he was looking forward to playing against.
Yeah, just everybody. It's always a good time to have a lot of guys come back to Macomb. They don't make their way back here naturally, and so when they have an event to come back to, and we'll kind of add in a little retirement party for my dad during the weekend.
He talked about what the game means to him and fellow alumni.
Over the years, you get to know, the players that played before you as well. And so now, taking over as the head coach, but also an alumni, it's just, there's a lot of connections. Just having those guys, and some of them are bringing their kids back, and they'll get to see Macomb a little bit and experience that as well. And I've already been told how many of the guys are excited to get their chicks fixed in, when they're back in Macomb. So it should be a really enjoyable weekend.
Reporting for Leatherneck Insider, I'm Nathaniel Rogers.
Thanks, Nathaniel. The men's soccer team has 3 games left in the spring, and they play at the University of Illinois Springfield today.
We'll take another break, but when we return, we'll talk about some high school track and field, as well as the Masters, here on Leatherneck Insider.
Hey, you'll find your school.
I just want to find a place where I can be myself. I want to try new things. I want to find my people. I want to make a difference. I want to have a place to grow, to make mistakes, to learn new things. And I want to do college on my own terms.
Grit. It's that thing inside of you that ignites passion and empowers you to envision a world full of possibility. At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks are made with this grit. It starts here, in this field, in this room, on this court, and in this lab. We refuse to blend in because our purple stands out.
Larry used to come over to watch the games. After his wife passed, he started drinking a lot. Larry just stayed to himself, angry. He started acting differently. I wasn't going to pretend I didn't see him unraveling. Larry had guns around, and I didn't want anything bad to happen. So I contacted the local authorities for help. It was a tough call. Together, we pressed pause. Our local authorities filed a firearm restraining order to temporarily remove the guns. Larry had time to get help, and later, he got his guns back. It wasn't easy, but we're a community. We keep our neighbors and ourselves from harm. By temporarily removing a gun, a firearm restraining order gives a person in crisis time to heal. Learn more at illinois.gov/pause to heal.
Last week, Western Illinois hosted the Lee Calhoun High School Track Invitational. This event saw many high school track teams at Hanson Field, including local Macomb High School. My partner, Ben Wamsley, brings you more.
On April 10th, Western Illinois University hosted numerous different high schools for the Lee Calhoun High School Track Invitational at Hanson Field. This event brought schools from all around the local area, including local Macomb High School, who saw success with 4 of the Bombers winning their events. This included Claire Thompson in high jump with a 1.5 meter jump, Charlie Bodiford in shot put with a 14.89 meter throw, Alex Simmons in the 3,200 meter race with a time of 10 minutes, 26.86 seconds, and Jordan Hines in the 200 meter with a time of 26.27 seconds. Macomb would also place in the top 5 in team scores, placing 5th in the boys and 2nd in the girls respectively. Reporting for Leatherneck Insider, I'm Ben Walmsley.
Thanks, Ben, and congrats to the Bombers on their performance. Well, let's talk about another performance last weekend, the Masters. Ben, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's great for Rory McIlroy he's the 4th person to ever win back-to-back Masters, most recent being Tiger Woods in 2001 and 2002 as well. And the Masters are just such a great tournament. The only one of the major tournaments that's hosted at the same place every year, and even the terms that they have, their fans aren't called fans, they're called patrons. The rough isn't called the rough, it's called the first cutting. Just so much history and so much difference from that one that makes it so much special compared to everything else.
Yeah, the Masters truly one of the great events that happens every year, and we're going to be looking forward to next year's. Well, that's going to wrap it up. Thanks for tuning in. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Insider WIU. For our entire crew, I'm Nathaniel Rogers.
And I'm Ben Walmsley. Have a great weekend, Macomb.